Dr. Wood, author of the book Miracles in Minutes. Title of this video is How Help Me, I Can't Stop My Mind. So anxiety is proliferant in today's society. It's horrible to experience. I went through a time in my life when I had a lot of anxiety, after I got separated and divorced from my ex. And there were some very scary times where I didn't know where I was going to live, what I was going to do. It seemed like my life was over. Everything I'd worked for was gone, and my mind and thoughts and feelings were just getting the best of me. And got to the edge of being somewhat suicidal, and I didn't know what to do. And I'm going to share with you an exercise here in a minute. So let's create a distinction of what really is going on in your head and how this stuff sort of works. So we have three brains. We have a croc brain, we have a mammalian or feeling brain, and then we have the neocortex. So the croc brain is wired for survival. So anything that threatens, like you have this life dream and the dream's gone, it feels like your life is threatened. Where you were going is now gone and your life has changed. So it feels like you no longer have a life. So it feels like your life is threatened. That will trigger something called amygdala hijack. There is a part of the brain that was wired to protect you, and it goes into analysis paralysis. It starts thinking and thinking and thinking. Like, so when my marriage ended, my mind was all thinking about how can I put this together, how can I put this together, how can I make this right, how can I fix this, how can I make this right, blah blah blah. If I can just make this right, everything will be fine and I'll be okay again. And it was just driving me crazy. Then when it couldn't fix it, then it was like, oh my God, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone. Where am I going? Where does my life look like? And there's nothing but darkness because the mind starts to close in, and I'm more with my thoughts and more with my feelings. So in the head, I want you to make a distinction. There is a you that can reject thoughts or accept thoughts. Feelings come in, you can't reject them. You can only just choose whether or not you want to act upon the feelings. But the thoughts coming in usually drive the feelings, and that's where the problem is. I want you to know there's a you. But when thoughts and feelings are coming in, it just collapses you and you're overtaken by anxiety or depression or fear. You know what's going to happen in the future, and what about this past? So anxiety, depression is very common. And then you just feel like life's getting away from you because you're so overwhelmed by thoughts and feelings. So what you do is you give yourself permission. You give yourself permission to enjoy this moment, even if it's a minute or whatever. So I want to make you aware of that's not the smartest part of your brain making decisions right now. You can make decisions from there. You can act from there. But I'm going to tell you, whatever you choose to do, whatever decision, it's not going to make your situation better. It's going to make it worse. And whatever you're feeling there and you act upon those feelings, that's not going to be a good idea either. You can do that. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I'm going to tell you you're going to be in trouble. Okay? So what do you do? So we're going to do an exercise right now. So what I did was I made a decision to see your focus is with yourself. It's with your, see all these thoughts are going on, and then you have all these feelings, and you're with your, oh, what is it saying, and what's in my head, and I'm listening to the thoughts, and just accepting all the thoughts and accepting them as true, and I'm feeling all these feelings. So you got thoughts and feelings coming in and just distorts your reality. Okay? That's not what's happening. You're getting ready to make up a story about what's happening. Oh, your life has ended, da 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 da. So this is the story. Okay? It's just an event. Okay? So it's just shit going on. That may help you, it may not. But you're going to give yourself permission to let go of your thoughts and feelings, and it's going to seem like the wrong thing to do. It's kind of like drowning in the water. The right thing to do seems like to struggle more, but actually the right thing to do is to let go and just take a deep breath and breathe, and you'll float. So the deep breath and breathe and float is we're going to use your senses to connect you to out of your head and into the room. So what I want you to do is stare at the pen tip and just stare at the pen tip. And you may have thoughts and you may have feelings, but keep your focus on the pen tip. Do not let your focus drift away from the pen tip. No matter what you're thinking, what you're feeling, see how much you can focus on this pen tip. Stay with the pen tip. Stay with the pen tip. And let's play a little bit of a game. Stay with the pen tip and see what you can see in the background, or as far right as you can. Peripheral vision. Direct vision is on the pen tip. You're staying with the pen tip. Now at the pen tip, and then far as you can see to the left. Increase the left side up. How high can you see on the left? How far down and off to the side can you see to the left while still staying direct? Peripheral vision not your direct vision. Your direct vision's on the pen tip. Now, on the right side, how far can you see right? How far can you see up? Say in the corner and above. Let your eyes soften. Now connect left and right, as far as you can see left and right, while staying with the pen tip. And up, and start to create the half moon up, peripheral vision. With the pen tip now down, bottom circle, and then create the whole circle of peripheral vision. Stay with the pen tip. Now, what I want you to do is listen into the room to background noise. What can you hear? Can you hear anything outside? Can you hear someone talking in another room? Can you hear the leaves rustle? Can you hear something outside? While staying with the pen tip. Listen. What do you feel in your body? Can you feel the air around you? Can you feel how much moisture is in the air? While staying with the pen tip. Peripheral vision. And listening. See if you can listen into the house across the street or someone else's car. I don't recommend this driving, by the way. While staying with the pen tip. Or maybe you're in the office and you're staying with your pen tip. And see if you can hear something in another building far away or a far office. Now, bring your nose into the room. What can you smell? Can you smell anybody's breakfast? Can you smell someone's lunch? Can you smell what someone's cooking across the street while staying with the pen tip? What can you smell while staying with the pen tip? Can you hear somebody having a conversation? Isn't this interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting and fun to see if you can hear into a closed building across the way? Listen. See if you can listen through the doorway and through the glass. Stay with the pen tip. Now, I want you to see with just that simple little exercise how much more different you feel. The more you bring your senses into the room, your sight, your hearing, your smell, and feeling like air or something like that around you, you're no longer listening into all the thoughts and the feelings inside of you. You're connected to outside of you, and you connect to the moment. Even that's where peace, love, joy, and happiness is. When God asked Moses his name in the burning bush, he said, "What's your name?" And he said, "I am." That means this moment. So God is love, God is peace, God is joy, God is happiness, and God lives in heaven. So if you want to live in heaven, you have to connect to this moment. Eckhart Tolle talks about that, the power of now. And there's a lot of books that talk about it. It's connecting to this moment. So when you get in this moment, you can let go of your thoughts and feelings. It may seem odd, but as you practice doing that, you can see you start to get control of your head. You don't need to make anything make any meaning. You're just listening to everything with curiosity. I wonder what I can smell. I wonder what I can feel. I wonder what I am feeling. And just be with it. Just be with the feeling without the label. And just the awareness of just being in the room while staying focused on an object. Because what the mind wants to do is once you bring your focus back inside, back into your thoughts, and back into your feelings, then you're hooked. But that's when anxiety and depression take over. When you get into this moment, you'll have space. You start creating space for your mind to be here, and space for your soul to be here, and space for the spiritual you to be here, and space to be in this moment and be okay. And that's how you can connect to this moment. It's Dr. Wood, how you can get some stuff done. I'm author of the book Miracles in Minutes, and there's a lot of good concepts in that book too to overcome chronic pain. And it's chronic pain is not just physical, it's also emotional. Have a good one.